If you're feeling dissatisfied and stuck in midlife, I'm going to show you the 3 steps that I took to redesign my midlife and will help you do the same. First of all, let's dispel one common myth that is so unhelpful when it comes to reflecting on where your life is going. If I asked you how many lifetimes worth of living do you have inside you, what would you say? This question comes from the Stanford Life Design Lab, and Bill Burnett and Dave Evans have asked thousands of people that question. And the answers tend to range from 2 or 3 to thousands. The average is 7, and I bet you said you had more than one. So if we have more than one lifetime's worth of living inside us, how can there be only one true purpose or true calling? There can't. Out of all the possible things we could be doing with our lives from this point on, there are dozens or hundreds or thousands of possible lives we could lead. And some of them have got to be pretty good, right? So all we need to do is go searching for one of those pretty good ones. And if something else comes along in future that looks better, we can change course if we want to. I discovered this when I was 30. I thought I'd found my dream job. I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought this was what I was going to be doing for the rest of my career. And 6 years later, I left. Something better came along in an industry that I didn't even know existed at the time, and I decided to make a switch. So start off doing something that you think looks pretty good, and if something else comes along that you like the look of, you can always change. So let's dispel this idea that you have to find your true purpose, because I just don't think that's the case. Let's move on to the first step in redesigning your midlife. You're probably feeling some midlife drift. You've achieved a lot of things up to this point, you've accumulated a lot of stuff, and you're thinking, is this all there is? Got a good job, nice house, nice car, family, holidays, top of the range air fryer, and you're still feeling unfulfilled. You're an intelligent person. If there was an obvious solution to this problem, you'd have taken it by now. What you're feeling are the symptoms. What we need to do is understand the causes. So step 1 is about taking stock, taking some baseline measurements, gathering some data on what's working in your life and what isn't. There are various ways to do this. One of the best is a Wheel of Life exercise, and I've put a link to one in the description. You could also do a values exercise, or you could keep a journal for a couple of weeks, noting down what energizes you and what drains you. The most important thing is you get really clear on what's going on. So you've got some data points to work from to identify what are the areas that you want to improve. Next, you want to develop some options around how you can make some changes. Now, if you're an overthinker, this middle phase can be a bit dangerous. You will want to think through every detail of every option and try and predict how you think things will play out. The thing is, you can't get any data on things in the future that haven't happened yet. You can't research it. So you can't know how things are going to go. You just can't work that out. So imagine one of the things you're interested in trying is ceramics, and you want to make some pots using a potter's wheel. No matter how much you read about that or how many YouTube videos you watch about how to do it, there is no substitute for getting your hands on the clay, on the potter's wheel, and giving it a go. You have to experience it. So step 2 is all about trying stuff. My approach to redesigning midlife uses design thinking to help you create the life you want. And a key part of that is testing, prototyping, experimenting. So you want to be really open and curious about trying out the things you're interested in. Think back to your high school science classes and running experiments. You had a hypothesis and you ran an experiment to test whether it's true. And whatever happened in that experiment, whether you proved or disproved the hypothesis, you learned something. Same applies to experiments in midlife. Give something a try. The experiment may not go the way you thought it was going to go, but you will definitely learn something. And you'll take that learning into your new design for midlife. So what do I mean by experiments? Well, a really low stakes experiment could be talking to someone who is already doing the thing that you're interested in. And if you like the sound of that and you want to take things further, then a slightly bigger experiment could be finding an opportunity to actually try something out for real. So just want to be open to testing, experimenting, trying things out, seeing where it takes you. And this phase can be a lot of fun. You can be quite playful with this. Just be curious, be open to what you might learn from these experiments, and that will all shape really useful learning that you can take forward into your new design for midlife. And then step 3 is putting it all together and putting a plan into action to create the midlife you want. It's like taking a blueprint and a scale model and actually building it. It's going to take some hard work and it's going to mean making some changes, but from everything you've done in steps 1 and 2, you know it's going to be worth it. All you need to do now is put the plan into action. You know what you're aiming for, and it's doing this work that is going to give you that redesigned midlife that you know you're working towards for the life that you want to be living. Obviously, there's more to it than what I can cover in a few minutes in a video like this. I regularly run free workshops on how to redesign your midlife in 90 days, where I go through the full framework that I've outlined here and give you all the tools you need to come up with a 90-day plan that'll take you from where you are now to where you want to be. The next chapter is too important to just drift through, and you don't need to blow it all up to make some changes. You just need to be more intentional about redesigning things. So click the link in the description to reserve your spot in my next workshop, and you can start designing a future that you look forward to. I hope to see you at my next workshop.